Happy Monday! It's Kimberly Beer here with Make It Happen Monday. One thing you can do this week to better market your business. So today's episode is going to be about LinkedIn. Now, as I'm sitting here recording this, we are heading into Global Entrepreneurship Week in the next couple of weeks. And I personally am going to have a lot of speaking engagements around this particular event. I think I have 3 that week as well as a webinar. So it's a pretty big week for me to make connections. And I know in those connections that they're business connections, and chances are they're going to be popping by my LinkedIn profile to take a look. Now, I'll be honest with you, LinkedIn is not a channel that I use on a regular basis, but I do understand the importance of keeping my LinkedIn profile up to date. At the very least, keeping my experience, my summary, and all of the information around that up to date. I may not be posting on LinkedIn a lot, although I will leading up to an event like this. But I do need to be conscientious that people do stop by here and that I do continually have activity on LinkedIn. In my experience as a social media marketing educator, LinkedIn is one of the classes that I give that is the best attended. People really want to use this channel, but oftentimes it either moves slow or it seems cumbersome to them for some reason, and so they don't. A lot of my business to consumer customers really sort of discount LinkedIn. And I'm going to tell you, you should at the very least, even if you're business to consumer, have a profile here. And whether you post or not, it's not as important as having a profile and keeping that profile up to date. So today's episode, I'm going to cover 3 things that I'd like you to know. One is I'd like for you to check your public facing profile. And I'd also like you to check your settings around that public facing profile. We're looking to make sure that your information is up to date. We're going to look to make sure that things are relevant to what you are currently doing. And if LinkedIn has any suggestions for you, that you'll go ahead and see if those suggestions are pertinent. The next thing we're going to take a look at is making a post on LinkedIn. And again, if you are headed into something, like for me, it's Global Entrepreneurship Week, but it could be something totally different for your business. It could be a trade show, or it could be a networking event where you may be working with clients and suppliers, and you know people are going to be heading over and looking at you on LinkedIn. Then that's a really good opportunity for you to make sure that your profile is really up to date. Now, another big reason is because LinkedIn profiles tend to show up really high in Google search returns. So if somebody Googles my name or my business name and my name in particular, my LinkedIn profile will show up pretty high in that return. So it's very easy for researchers or people who are interested in working for me to pop by this particular network. And if things are woefully out of date, then that could cost me a client. So again, even though I don't use LinkedIn on a really regular basis, it's going to be more of my plan in 2018, but for right now, I haven't used it that much. I still am pretty conscientious about making sure I pop by here pretty regularly and that I also keep my LinkedIn profile clean and up to date. So to find your LinkedIn profile, I've just logged into the basic LinkedIn account. This is my news feed here. I'm going to come up here to my photo and I'm going to click on View Profile right underneath my name. And here is my public facing profile. Now, LinkedIn is really good about giving you suggestions. So as you scroll through your profile and you take a look at the information that's there, you'll get to see suggestions about what LinkedIn thinks you could do to strengthen your profile. When I first logged in this morning to prep for this class, I looked at my profile and I didn't have a summary. Now, way back in my brain, I swear I've written one, but for whatever reason, it's no longer on this page or was no longer in that spot. So LinkedIn did offer to write a summary for me. I didn't record that part of it. It was not a very good summary, I will tell you that. So I went in and just added a few little sentences here to let people know what I do. Another thing that you want to be careful of is your title. try not to be too boring here. That we tend to be a little dull with our titles sometimes. My official title is President of Midnight Productions, but that really doesn't tell anybody what I do. And even though we are rebranding with a attitude about be more business, it doesn't really tell me, or it doesn't really tell people who are stopping by here what it is that I do. So basically, I'm a mindful opportunity maker. So I like to create opportunities for people out there. Hey, that's why you're listening to Make It Happen Mondays, to create an opportunity for yourself. All right, so you can scroll through here and you can see your experience, endorsements. And another thing I really need to work on, or which really came to light in this particular audit of my LinkedIn profile, was that I need to be more conscientious about my recommendations. I haven't asked for any in any while, and I also haven't written any for anybody in a while. So I probably need to go out there and write some recommendations for either my clients or for people that I've worked with, and then ask for some recommendations to be written back. So recommendations are LinkedIn's review system. So this is my public facing profile. Now, in addition to going through here and editing this, and by the way, to edit it, use your little pencil right here. That's as simple as it is. You click the pencil, all of the profile becomes editable. You can add it in. Again, be on the watch out for things that LinkedIn suggests for you. But I'm going to come in here and I'm going to click on Edit Public Profile and URL, which is this second little option here. And that's going to pop up in another window for me. And it's going to give me some ways that I could enhance my public profile and also look at my public profile settings. So come in here, and this is a place where there's some really fun stuff. Particularly under this section where it talks about customizing your public profile. You can make your public profile visible to no one. You can make your public profile visible to everyone. Or you can designate who you want your profile to be placed in front of. Now, mine is completely open to the public. And there's a reason for that. I want people to be able to find me and research me. So it's perfectly open to everything. I have included pretty much anything and everything, even a machine translated public profile into Chinese and German. I don't know why LinkedIn picked those two languages. I think if I were going to translate it into anything, it'd probably be French. I have Canadian and European clients who probably speak French. So, but they also speak English, so it's probably a moot point. At any rate, make sure you look at these settings and make sure it's comparable to what you want. Also look at your public profile URL. This is the way that you can get people to your public profile really easily. It should be linkedin.com/in/ and then your name or your business name, and you can edit that right here. And that gives you the ability, just like when you send somebody to facebook.com/your business, you can send them to linkedin.com/in/ and then your name or your business name or however you want to relate them to your profile. All right, I'm going to close this window because really that's kind of what I wanted to point out here. And then the final thing I want to show you how to do is to make a post on LinkedIn. Not everybody knows how to do that. And believe it or not, it's one of the more common questions I get asked in a class. So today I'm going to create a post around a video that I have on YouTube. So I have my video open here. It's a video about how to create a Square social post with Photoshop and Lightroom. So if you've ever wondered about that, you can copy this link down real quick and go take a look. It's a tutorial video that educates you about how to create a Square post in Photoshop. So I just copied the link and I'm going to head back over here to LinkedIn. And honestly, sharing a video could not be simpler. You just simply paste the link in and voila, there's my video. So like Facebook, when you delete the URL, the video stays. Now, if you pasted another URL in there, it would replace it. So every time that you post a video or you share a link, you should write a little bit of a sentence about it. So, do you want to use Photoshop to efficiently create square shaped images for your social media posts. Watch my latest coffee with my muse video on YouTube. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and click on post. I could change my settings to determine who could see the post. I'll just click on that so you can see. So public, everyone, public plus Twitter, connections, and then to whether or not to allow comments. I'm just going to go ahead and click on I want it to go out to the public, and that's how easy it is. Go ahead and click on pause because we don't want to have to listen to that play. But that is how quick and simple it is to put in a post on LinkedIn. So now there's 3 things that you can take a look at. Of the 3, your mission for this week, should you choose to accept it, is to get in there into LinkedIn, log in, and take a look at your profile and sort of fill in the blanks if there are any, and create any changes that you think you need to make. If you do have a big event or something coming up where you know a lot of people are going to be looking at your LinkedIn profile, then take a few moments to make some posts and to also maybe go in and update photos and even ask for a couple of recommendations. All right. I hope you have a great week, and I will see you next Monday. Meanwhile, happy LinkedIning.